That's still like pretty solid looking. I wonder if they're gonna lead Glamora. We should usually always lead with Typhlosion, but there's a couple situations where you don't. I am still gonna lead with it in case they want to lead Meowscarada. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna lead with it. I don't really care. They have like every box ticked of the things you don't lead Typhlosion versus. I'm gonna lead Azelf, which could come back to bite me, but I want my rocks up. All right. Didn't Arceus get banned? I don't know. I don't play Ubers. That's the thing. It's like everyone's like, yo, you should play Ubers. It's like I don't like Ubers very much. It might be in Anything Goes. The last time I really cared about Ubers was probably Gen 5. And it was a very different game back then. Alright. Meowscarada. That's the kind of lead that I thought that we'd get. So this looks weird, right? You don't want to have Azelf versus Meowscarada, but I think if they are going Meowscarada, they're probably sashed. So Azelf's the perfect bait to go to Corv, and then we get to go for Break Sash on our Rocky Helmet and U-turn out. One Uber video? That's the thing is it's like, how would I get the resources to do an Uber video? I can't even get together like one VGC team a day. It takes 300 Terra shards to make a VGC team, not to mention like the hundreds of thousands of dollars and the items and all that stuff. I just don't have the resources to do it in game. This team, one of my patrons helped me get the rental for it. There's the U-turn, cool. So this is gonna break their sash if they have it. This is the whole point. They're gonna come with Magnezone and Repimp. I'm probably gonna actually Terrastallize my Corv, and then I just don't want to lose Corv this early because I feel it's the pin for things like Meowscarada and a couple other mons. But this is a great play to go into their Magnezone if they U-turn. Ooh, I'm just going to hard switch then. They should have won a Magnezone. Maybe they're Sturdy Magnezone then. Alright, so they're going to go Dirge. And Dirge has a couple good matchups and a couple bad matchups. This might be a little bit aggressive to go into Rotom this early, but I want to force their Terra so we can see what it is. We got to head out, pick up my son. Hope you have a good stream, bro. Mind if I reach out to you on Discord later this evening? Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be busy a lot of the week, but I will definitely be around on Discord to help out if I can. Wismiss is nice. Alright, so this is a great board to just hide. I'm just going to Hydro. Yep. Yeah, the grind's crazy to get the teams. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how I even get a team, like, every other day. You know what I mean? Like, have you noticed? I have, like, new teams, like, all the time, and it is hard. The amount of, like, work I have to do, like, off stream is ridiculous. What is this? That's completely fine. This is a 2-shot. Yo, Buzz D's, though. Is that lefties or eject or something? I think this is still a 2-shot. That did about 52%, and I think it's a low roll. We doing it. Let's go. EVs are too much. I believe it. You got to do it. You got to EV turn them manually. Oh, man, these Hydros just be hitting. Oh. Lots of respect to haven't even made a team yet for this game. I just use yours. But that works, you know. Oh, my gosh. So is that analytic? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to hit this Hydro. This might be super greedy, but I'm just going to hit the Hydro. It's like, we'd be hitting these. Oh, yeah, we hit them. See, like, that's the thing, right? A lot of people are like, oh, I can't believe you just stayed and hit 3 Hydros. But, like, if I didn't... See, if I'm too scared to use Hydro in a situation where it can get me a KO that will lead to me winning the game, and I'm too scared to use it, and I'd much rather switch and not use it, like, why would I even have Hydro as a move? You know, why would I just go Water, Terra, Terra Blast, right? Sometimes it just do be like that. I think in this situation, I will go to Corv, which seems like a weird pivot. Yeah, dude, you just gotta know you're gonna hit your Hydros, right? The only move Rotom can miss is Will-O-Wisp. Protect. Ooh, yeah, so the Protect's going to fail, right, because the pivot happened. So that means that it will actually be up next turn. But I think this is fine. I'm actually going to taunt this thing, because I think it's going to use either, like, Sub, Calm Mind, or Hypnosis. You inspired me to run Focus Blast on my Tornadus. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. That's the tech. They're like, they think their T-Tar's hot shit. And you're like, oh, that's not the play. Incorrect play. Mirror Armor D's. Walking Weight got robbed. It was not supposed to be legal. Might even taunt pass this guy? Yeah, he's not doing anything. That's why I taunt it. So we don't want to pass it anything. And then we're just going to U-turn here. Soak some damage. U-turn again. And then repen. Oh, and then look at this +1 free turn, bro. What are you going into? Dirge? The Dirge? We already know how this one ends, bro. We already know how this one ends. All right, and we get a scout for lefties. All right, so let's think about what we actually want to do versus Dirge. It has Wisp, right? So, like, if I were to send out Zenta, I could sub to block the Wisp. I think I'm actually just going to go into the Rotom again. Yo, DJ, how goes it? DJ is one of my Patreons, and we had a coaching session this week, and today's my last day at home before I go away to help my mom at the hospital for most of the week. So I had to tell him I could... We had a session on Tuesday. I'm just going to hit this Hydro. Easy. Easy Hydro hit. Should be forcing a Fairy Terra. This is my last day home, basically. I have videos made until Thursday, so hopefully I don't have to maybe make a video on the road. Just, like, hold my camera up, like, at the hospital and, like, cast games. Have you guys seen my old content where I used to do that? I used to have to, like, hold up a camera and point it at my DS. 1,400 out of 4,096 on your low right. You're good luck. Yo, Water Terra. What are you doing, bro? Water, huh? That's weird. Not bad. I just think it's weird. Fairy Terra would be much more common. We've hit every Hydro, though. We have hit every Hydro. You got Throat Song on there? Throat Spray, Torch Song? Would not be surprised. They probably have Terra Blast. Nah, I'm gonna. My mom is gonna make it, and I'll make it too. Is it Throat Spray or lefties? Okay. All right, it's lefties. What are we gonna do here? Zenta is good, but I'm just gonna go Azelf, right? Azelf's cracked here, bro. Thanks for the Water Terra. All right, I don't think we Oko. But this is a lot of damage. Let's go. Let's go, Azelf. I think it's so cool. This team plays just like a Gen 4 team as well. It does. It has, like, unique leads, setup, good defensive pivots. Blissy's not even, like, in a high tier anymore. Tom Brown, how goes it, bro? How goes it? Thank you for the subs on this wonderful Sunday evening. It's afternoon. The pivot, dude. They know we got that Thunderbolt, yo. Thank you so much for the subs. Hope you're having a great evening. I do appreciate it. I really do. Glamora is a weird pick. Hopefully it's not Scarfed. This will break Sash. Thank you, though. Holy moly, I put some subs up. How you doing? I'm actually really happy that we got the pair, because that means if they're Scarfed, we would... Oh, they're not. Well, it doesn't matter. We would still outspeed. It's almost even where I'm at, so there you go. But thank you. Thank you for the subs. I really appreciate it. I've been super busy. I've heard what we were talking about. My mom took a bad fall. I've been doing my best to take care of her. This should KO, even though Gomora has a high base Spadef. Azelf's cracked, bro. Azelf's a good Pokemon. I could have set Rocks there. I just don't think we need him. This is going to force the Glamora, not Glamora, the Espatho to come back out, and we're just going to pivot. But thank you. Thank you for the subs. Appreciate it. Oh, Meowscarlet. We already talked about this pin. You just go into the Corv. If we even want to, they're just going to U-turn. They could just go forward. I'll just go into Corv. Corv's fine. Azelf throwing hands. Azelf busted. Azelf big busted here. Alright, so you can U-turn again, or you can Flower Trick. If you Flower Trick, like, we're in a great spot. Funny seeing Azelf get tier locked last minute in Gen 6. I love Azelf. Pokemon's so good. I was not aware. Hope you and your mom are doing well. Yeah, I'm okay. My mom took a big fall. She broke her knee and was, like, stuck on the ground for a while, and she's been in the hospital for a few days. We're all taking care of everything, though. We're taking care of everything. It's looking, we're doing our best. There's the Dirge coming back out. I wonder how much I really care, and if I outspeed. Because if I did outspeed, I would like to go for a U-turn here. But as it stands, I can probably just go Blissey, and then I can Thunder Wave so that I know I outspeed Waiter. That's probably a fine play. Blissey should just be able to wall this, because now we can just Seismic Toss it. Let's see it. Shadow Ball. Ooh, ooh, why don't you use the other move? What do they think we're going to swap to? Alright, we're still going to Thunder Wave first. I think Thunder Wave first is right. Let's see. Yeah, they're running out of Mons. Their Magnezone's gone. They got the King Gambit, which is still a problem. But if we Thunder Wave, it's a lot easier to deal with. Wisp. Cool, we got Natural Cure. They can't Hex us. They already showed Shadow Ball. So Wisp, Shadow Ball, Torch Song, probably Terra Blast. I mean, we're hoping it's not Roost. Not Roost. Yeah, Slack Off. Same thing. But it should be fine. I'm actually going to set my rocks here because I can. We just have the time. What's the reason behind rocks on Blissey and Azelf? You need a rocks user in singles, right? So, like, you need at least one. And the way I look at singles, especially in 6v6, is you need to double up on the things that you need to get done. So, like, for example, like, let's say I want to use rocks and I need rocks to win a matchup. I don't want to make it so just Blissey has to do all the heavy lifting of being the rock setter. If something happens to Blissey, I have Azelf, and note that I have, like, different things that work against each of them. So Blissey would be weak to fighting, Azelf would resist it. Azelf weak against, like, Ghost Blissey, you know, immune to it and stuff like that. So those sort of things. Have polar opposites of mons that do the same thing, so you know for a fact you can get it up at some point. Oh, Parrot, we take those. All the way to the bank. All the way to the bank. They're going to want to start using Throat Song soon. Torch Song. Keep calling it Throat Song because they usually build with Throat Spray. But I think we should be able to wall them here. Or at the very least get them low enough to where like they're hanging out around like half. And Blissey goes down and I just bring out like Azelf and just clean it up. Or even like Zenta or something. He does have a really high base HP, and Seismic Toss only does 50. Sorry, only does 100, but like it should have like a 400 plus HP. So it's going to be like a 6 or 7 shot with Seismic Toss. This should just be baiting the King Gambit, and if the King Gambit comes back out, we just go back to Corv. King Gambit can still be a big issue, I would say, but we'll see. Yeah. And we can let them do, like, we can let them go to +6 on this guy. I don't think it really matters. I would actually like to see eventually if we do see Slack Off. Just because, like, we can then pivot out to Azelf on that Slack Off, read it, and then encore the Slack Off. So there's a bunch of things that are, we have a huge control here, and this is one of my favorite things about the singles that I really like. I really like board states where you can put pressure on your opponent, and you basically force them to dictate play. Right now they have less Pokemon than we do, so the timer's already not on their side, and they have to do something special. Like, they have to, like, change the flow of battle. Otherwise, we're going to get a slow win. And I don't think, like, Torch Songing and getting just a little bit bigger over the course of, like, 10 turns is the right play, in just my opinion. Because eventually, once you drop this guy, I get to bring out, like, Zenta and just roll the game over. So I think we're going to be good. But yeah, basically, they'd have to swap in and take that Seismic Toss damage and lose other boosts. And they have to do that while, like, mitigating everything else. So I think we're in a good spot. Next turn, we'll probably think about soft building. Para, cool. Do you see what I mean? They're the ones that are going to be really forced to dictate play, and I can just sit back, max, and relax, and punish them for trying to regain a board state. It's good. It's good stuff. So they have this guy, Meowscarada, King Gambit, and Espathra. Yeah, we're fine. 2 more. Slack Off. Cool. So you have Slack Off. And this is super fine. So do you see what I mean? Like, there is a timer involved here. I'm not timer stalling, but I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be swapping to take damage to speed up the game when I have advantage. Same thing in, like, fighting games. You see this a lot in, like, Melee or other, like, fighting games where one player just has, like, a huge, like, health advantage, and it forces the other person to, like, overcommit. And we've gotten that advantage by outpositioning them for most of this game. We have enough Seismic Tosses that we can just do this all day. And they also get a certain number of Slack Offs. Cool. And even if we lose the Blissey, it really doesn't matter. Because then we just get to immediately repin with something that could be able to finish them off. Quick question about the Zoroark team and Patreon. Is Glade 0 IV speed or just Brave? I don't remember, but it's supposed to be 0. So, yeah, it's supposed to be 0 IV speed. We'll soft build here. So again, I have absolutely no risk. You do a lot with Torch Song, but it's not like I really care, yeah. It's not 0 on the pace. It should be 0, but it doesn't have to be. It's no big deal. Glade's speech doesn't really matter. You know, play lame, win game. That's what we're doing today. Alright, so the next turn, they should be slack offing next turn, which means realistically, if I wanted to be an Alpha Chad, I could swap in my Azelf right now. and encore them. I'll do it. I'll do it. I do anything else. If they're fully paralyzed, we just Thunderbolt them. And if they hit us and clock our sash, we just Thunderbolt them. I would like to get the encore, please. Yo, I'm so good at this game. And sometimes you just got to do that. Sometimes you just got to be like, bro, I am that good at this game. And so now you're going to waste all your slack off VPs, which means when we get that same Blissey Scarlet matchup later on, because it's going to force you to switch, you've wasted like 4 of your slack offs. Bro. How they lost this in Zoroark disguised another Pokemon. There's some good ones. Oh, they read the encore. No way. That's fine. Did they really read the encore? Or do they just want to go to that? I wonder what move their plan is here. Like, would you sucker me? You have lefties. You have Terrad. The right play would be something like Zenta, I think. Probably stop free SD. Yeah. Yo, good luck getting that Raichu. It's hard. You can SD if you want. Sucker Punch. Ooh, we take those. You don't want to go to Corby either. Like, I think this is a fine play. Alright, so you have, like, nothing that fights us at all. You can go into Espathra, but, like, I'm just going to sub. I think it's a fine sub here. Free sub. So the Gambit's on the board. We know it could use Swords Dance, but I don't really care. They're pivoting it to Spathra probably. Awesome, we're ready for this. Don't act like I'm not ready. That's why I subbed here, so you can't do any shenanigans to me. Are you guys ready to pop off with this guy? It's time. Alright, so we got... It's time. Bro, let's go. Let's do this. They're like, I will hit it with a psychic move. I will use Lumina Crash and I will break the substitute. And I'm like, why don't you Lumina Crash some of these, bro? Let's go. Let's go! Bruh. Bruh! Deleted. This guy's like, what kind of Zenta is this? I wanted to fight Zamazenta, not Zamazashian. The crunch. The crunch. Mouse Grotto, I don't care. Yo, how's it going, Mike? U-turn? Cool. Something's gonna die. Something's gonna be that big dead. No, maybe not. I'm only at +1 defense right now. Oh, that broke my sub because I'm a dark type, right? Yeah. So I'm a broken, yeah. I'm still surprised that broke my sub. I am. Alright, let's see how much damage the Dirge takes. That rocks damage, though. Okay. We can just go right into Blissey. Oh, we got Zamazenta. I'm gonna try. I want to see how much damage I actually do with Crunch here. I think we actually do more with Crunch. I want to see. Oh, let's go. What would you say is a good Zama answer? There's a few. You can wall it pretty easy. But, like, Dozo can sometimes be hard. Other Zamas can obviously be really hard. Goldango, if it has the right Terra, can be kind of hard. Basically, things that would be good against, like, fighting in dark at the same time. Corviknight can sometimes be an issue. But there's, like, another thing that I've always found that is just kind of hard to deal with is, like, Hisuian Arcanine just, like, comes in and just slaps it. You know? Wisp, good job. Yep, we were going to let it do that. I didn't think they were going to stay and try and Wisp because we could have showed sub. I thought about subbing that turn. I think we're fine. I think Unaware is a more broken ability among the rest. Yeah, Unaware is kind of dumb. Unaware is pretty dumb. Yeah, it's the thing is like this guy didn't force play ever. You know, the battle is going to go to time, but like we still would have won. We're not forced at all under any situations to like actually put ourselves in harm's way. We can just kind of chill. I'm a body press in case they want to swap to Gambit or something stupid. It's almost like I play the game, bro. You think I don't play the game, bro? This guy's thinking I don't play the game. Look at this. He thinks that I don't play the game. Pokemon MMO, never played that. Yeah, see, like I'm reading you, bro. This is the reward that I get. Like, if, let's say the time wasn't out, like you have to dictate play at some point, and I'm just like, nope, nopers. You only get this King Gambit KO. Come on. I don't got time for burn animations, bro. I want to play Temtem. That's what I want to play. Oh, they're waiting. That's fine. The battle's over, and we take those W's. Close game. It's just that we had a team that forced them to make plays after we got an early game advantage. The team's a good team, by the way. I'm working and sorting bulk cards. I regret my choice of sorting. Yo, you were talking about that Ivysaur the other day, right? I saw you posted that Ivysaur. That thing looks sick. That was a cool card. All right, let's see. Yeah, I should look into that Pokemon MMO game. It sounds like a lot of fun. Let's see what they want to lead with. We're going to know by the item, right? So, judging by the item, I think if it's like Ursulin, we'll just blow it up. Same thing for Rilla. Some of the stuff you have is wild. I believe, like, I have Mildbinder too. Do I Oko this? We're going to see if they have Vest. It's Blunder Policy. Okay. The reason why you would nerf the normal gym at 1.3, because it's only really there to activate Unburden Mons. Like, that's what it's for. It's for Unburden Mons, for, like, Fake Out. Because they want that mechanic still. Because there are Mons like Hitmonlee that were built around it. So they kept it in the game just for those. And I used normal gem Regigigas at Knoxville Regionals like 2 years ago. I think it was Knoxville. It was either Knoxville or Charlotte. I think we just Oko here. Bro. Good luck. Good luck. It's neutral damage. And so what I love about this Typhlosion is you can just lead with it. See if they have a defensive item and then be like, you're not tall enough to ride, bro. And then they won't accept their rocks and I'm like, nah. Nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Please go away. Yeah, that's good stuff. And I feel like this sort of lead from me is like so aggressive, right? It dictates so much play. So many resources are gone in doing something like this, but like, bro, I'm starting off 6v5, staying alive, and I'm going to KO that thing too. This is probably Zoroark. But what they don't know is I'm Scarf, so they probably think they're just going to come in and Shadow Ball, but that's totally Zoroark. And I wonder if they're Scarfed. Show me that Zoroark. You could be Sashed, and then I'll trade my Terra and like maybe my lead for like 2 of your Mons. Were you Zoroark, bro? It's almost like I play the game, dude. See? You see what I like? This is what I like. This team like this? Oh my gosh, dude. Let's go. What do you got next? What's that? Rilla? You gonna go Rilla next? Because you got to set the Rilla to enable the Sneasler, right? And so you're just going to lose the Rilla. I guess you could Fake Out. Arcanine. So this is what I didn't want to fight. All right. So this guy gets freaking problematic. At this point, we should just be saving the... I think you can just go straight into Zenta here. Let's see. Or I can just go... I can try the Corv. I don't think we want to go Corv. I think the right play is just go straight into Zenta. Scarf, Terrify, Eruption. No Intimidate? Yeah, it's Head Smash. Arcanines and singles are built freaking Rockhead. So we're just going to try and block that head. Head Smash, cool. So we block as much of it as we can. And that's still a lot. Now the question is, like, what do I want to do with our Zenta here? You don't need to set sub yet. I'm going to go for the Iron Defense. Now, the problem with something like this is if they're usually always choiced, right? So he can stay in if he wants, but it's not going to be a good return. Got an amazing build. It's a cool set. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's banded. They're usually banded or scarfed. So you can come with this Rilla, and then, but now I have the boosts, and now what's going to happen is I'm going to go for a sub next turn. You're not going to be able to break it. What format is this? This is OU. So this is 6v6 OU. This is Smogon singles. All right. Thank you for the grassy train. Appreciate it. And they shouldn't fake out me, but like, it doesn't really matter. Biggest thing we want to block here, oddly enough, is Leech Seed. So that's another reason why you want to get the sub up. Yep, it's almost like I play the game, bro. You ever seen anyone play nearly as much Pokemon as me? And that means, for people who don't follow, this is just a format built on the website Smogon. You can bring both 6v6 Pokemon. Certain Pokemon are banned, so Pokemon aren't banned. They're based off usage stats. All right. So they have to switch or try and break it, and it means I'm just going to go for another Iron Defense. Battle's canceled. And that's how you play a game of singles. That right there, that was a good game of singles. That's a good one. Perfect. This is all going to come down to how well Blissey eats a Spout. I think that's what the whole game comes down to, is how well Blissey eats Spout. Actually, I don't want to lead Typhlosion. I'm just going to lead Blissey. And if I have to pivot to Corv, I do. Is this Uber's night? I mean, I think people just play a lot of Ubers on here. I mean, I could use an Uber team. Bros wouldn't even be able to play the game. They wouldn't even be able to touch the game if I could play with Ubers. Koraidon, cool. So this is a shit matchup. Do I Terra turn 1? I kind of want to get my rocks up because it would really, really help versus like the Kyogre. That's my Terra. Is it Ghost? I'm gonna actually try this. You have to take a lot of liberties to make this work. And the most common item on Koraidon in singles right now is Choice Scarf. So if they're Choice Scarf close combat or collision coursing or something like that, this will make it fail. I don't think they'd Flare Blitz the Blissey. Nice. Nice. Rocks are really big in this matchup. So you can still go for something like a fire attack here. You can still totally go for it, but I think that you're scarfed. And it's just, like I said, it's a really common set. So now this should force them to swap to something, check the Blissey, like Zacian, maybe even Flutter. If we can catch that on the swap and go for a Thunder Wave, like, it's big brain. Oh, they're just staying in? Okay, it's fine with me. Like, you can fight this Blissey if you want. If you want to, like, what are you going to do, Dragon Attack it? Fire. Cool, so they're just going to go for a Flare Blitz and probably fucking die. Terry Black Glasses, Urshifu Dark. Yeah, I believe it. Flame Charge. Okay, that is different. Ow, look at that. Holy moly, almost died. Ow. Is making a serious Uber team something you're interested in making content for? No, probably not. Probably not. I mean, I could do it. I've done it actually before. So, actually, I had a video series back in like 2012, 2013, where I took a brand new fresh team, and in the first video in every single series, I would look at the ladder and look at like all the top 100 most used Pokemon, and then I would build a team to beat that. And over the course of like the next 7 or 8 videos, I would take that team to like top 50, top 100 on the ladder, and I called it Pokemon Showdown the Complete Tutorial. And I did it in every format except for like random battles. I did it in all of them though. Is there anything worth swapping to? I wonder how well Rotom swaps in on a Flame Charge from a Fire Terra. And if it's even worth keeping this Blissey alive. It's really not. I think the right play would... I mean, it's worth it if I can soft will and then swap if we get a full pair this turn. Yep. Okay. No biggie. We just have to send out Azel. It sucks we're going to lose our Sash this early. But I'm still hoping that we don't lose it and that we get a full pair. That'd be really nice. You said it's bulk up Koraidon? So Collision Course, Flame Charge... It's weird that they have Fire Terra. It's probably just there for things like Corv. But the fact that we have Rocks up, I think we're in as good of a spot as we're gonna get. I think we just hard lose to Kyogre with this team. But we'll see. I'd like to get a full parry here so I can keep my Sash. And you're totally allowed to swap that Koraidon out, but it's like paralyzed, so. The Don't lose because of it. He's probably going to think he's already at +2 speed, so he's like, I don't need to swap. Okay, hey, cool. That's a free turn. Is this Zacian, maybe? Oh, was that Flutter? There's a lot of damage to you. Okay. Speed boost, right? Yep, cool. Okay. Man, we're big pinned by that Kyogre, though. I don't know what we're going to do. This shouldn't KO, unless they crit. Flutter's also an Uber. God. Never lucky. Okay. So we outspeed now. Oh, they booster! No, dude! Oh, God, that messed us up so bad. The plan was to outspeed now, but now we don't. So then that means... we're going to have to fodder this and Azelf. Oh my god. That's so bad. Whatever. Yeah, we just have to lose this one. The booster there was ridiculous. Fodder made so cracked, bro. Alright. It's because they outspeed. We have to send out Azelf, I think. I think if we can get just the right spot in, we can win with maybe Zenta. It is possible. Yep, this is going to be our Sash. And then I want to see what they send out. Let's see. What do you guys think they're going to send out? What do we want them to send out? Maybe Heatran? Maybe Ogre? I doubt it. Yeah, 6s. That's right. We're not fighting in the right tier, but like, you know. Roaring Moon? That works. Okay, so the right play versus Roaring Moon. Right? They're going to booster again. Double booster. Okay, okay. Speed? Please be speed. Attack. Okay, well, you're still potentially faster than me. So if you Dragon Dance, I'm in a good spot. Crunch. Alright. Okay. You got an attack boost. It's not looking too good for our hero out here. And Zenta is in OU. So, like, I'm not breaking any rules here. Zenta has a good enough matchup if we get, like, the Iron Defenses offers enough of those. The question is, like, it's not... If it doesn't matter if it has Acrobatics. It didn't Terra, right? It can't Terra. So I'm just going to Iron Defense. I don't think they're going to Kyogre. Fly! Okay. That's not bad. So we can just kill that right now if we wanted. Don't crit me. Yep. I tried to get the vote for Zenta to stay in... Sorry, to leave, because I think it's too good. Alright, so we get 2 of those. Alright. We're coming back, boys. We're coming back. Yeah, we're subbing now. And so they really got to think about what they want to do in this turn. So they're pivoting out, which means they don't have their booster for later. That's important. Zacian. Zacian versus Zenta. El Clasico. Okay. Yeah, we got a new follower. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Whew. Who's going to win, boys? Place your bets. Place your bets. Yo, we got shots. We do have them. They do exist. It's going to have Sacred Sword, though. Look at that. Damn. Look at that boosts. I'm going to one-shot you, bro. PP, baby. Behemoth Blade. Dude, you even break the sub? Probably still break sub. Doesn't break sub! Oh! You're weak, bro. He already tarried. He tarried earlier in the match, right? He tarried the Koraidon. And even if they did have Ghost Terra, we have Crunch. Bro! Where you looking, buddy? Huh? Where you looking? You gonna send out Kyogre? Bro! We out here! Heatran? Okay. You guys think it's Scarfed? If this is Scarfed Heatran, we lose the game. If this is Scarf Heatran, we win the game. Because they get to break our sub, and then we die to the Kyogre. We have to just fight it, though. Cool. Bro, we're out here. Player F would have done not as much damage either, though. We're +5 defense. And we're just getting lefties ticks this whole time. We're almost out of range of Water Spout. Dude, we're out here. No, Zenta's in OU. It's in OU right now. And this guy's back. I don't know if, like, I should sub here. I kind of think I should sub here. He does outspeed us. Right? What would he even do? Cool. I just want a fresh sub. You know what I mean? I didn't want him to, like, because this will break our sub. Yep. So I want a fresh sub that he cannot break. Yeah. It's a good play for me. He has to crit. Let's go, Zenta. Alright. VP, baby. Alright, you have to crit. No crits, no crits, no crits! Yes. Yeah, they had to vote for it. You had to get to a specific spot in the ladder, like a specific ranking, and I almost got there. I didn't have enough time to ladder that month, but I was going to say Zenta should go away. You know, it's really good. But do you know how much outplay we have to do to beat a team like this with our team? It's ridiculous. It's, like, actually ridiculous. This is the last mon that's the problem. Would Ogre be Scarfed? It's hard to say. Alright, so they have just Ogre and Koraidon. Bro, we are still out here. Let's go. I don't even know if this KO's a Kyogre, though. We're faster, so they're not Scarfed. I thought they'd be Scarfed. Bro, you're weak. You need more hatred, Kyogre. Oh my gosh, dude. Whoa, that's a legit Uber team. He played everything right. He played everything right. And we're like, bruh. If you win the next game, I'm calling out of work tomorrow. Yo, me too. I want to see if we one-shot this. Let's go. Zenta. Dude, we made some good plays, too. I think the Blissey, like, the whole Blissey with, like, the rocks and the Thunderwave and the Koraidon, like, really changed his whole game plan. But they almost brought it back with the multiple, oh, see, we almost got the KO there. He almost brought it back. But we still got it, I think. I guess he could still, no, we got it. Yeah, he can't, he's not even with the sub. But even if he did, oh, we don't care. We're just doing random battles. It's just 6v6. 6v6 OU. Do you have a team? Samadis, though. Sub for flex now. We just go win. We just go win. Easy win. Let's go. Wins up, dude. We beat a real Uber team. Like a real Uber team. They even got the Zacian in the profile picture. Professional 6v6 player. That's a +1. Oh my goodness. Yo, that is a level 100 Toad Scroll. Okay, hey. Don't knock it till you tried it. Whatever this guy's doing, I'm not knocking it. I'm respecting whatever the hell this is. I think. If I lose to this guy, I'm sad. Toad Scroll's actually not bad. I think people are like, Lamau Toad Scroll. Isn't it like top 5 mon in like PU? This looks like a PU team. Like, exactly. Like, these, I think, Orthworm, maybe not Orthworm, might not be down there, but, like, I think 200 trades per reset is too much for a hunt. I don't know. All right, so we're going to see the item. Normal gem. It's an explosion. All right, bro. Go nuts. All right. Yeah, we just use an eruption. It's fine. They're going to set rocks, and then they're going to dip. There's 30. So they just want the rock. They want the hazard. Toxic spikes. Huh. Don't see toxic spikes as often. Why would you toxic spikes? I have Azelf, Corv, and Rotom. And Blissey with natural cure. Hey, whatever. Shoot your shot, Chief. It's dead. Alright. Now, what's the combo here? I'm just not seeing a world where, like, Typhlosion doesn't just rock and roll you. I mean, you could send out Lycanroc, and that would force me to go Corv. Yeah, but, like, this doesn't do what you think it does. Because, like, I want to go Corv. That's how the team's, like, built. Hey, shoot your shot. Good rocks. You just debug. You can taunt. I U-turn, break, sash, and then go to my Rotom repin. So, like, we're fine. Stone Edge. Oh, my God. Can you not do that to me? Holy shit. Okay. I wonder if we outspeed Orthworm. I don't actually know. I would like to outspeed this Orthworm. Fun fact, Pokemon MMO added Gen 9th ability on Gallade and Sharpness. That's cool. How do you battle in that game? Please be faster than an Orthworm. Yo, let's go Corviknight. It's almost like I'm a big bird guy. Here we go. Oh, we're going to see a weird interaction if they, like, body press us where Corviknight is put into a sensitive position. Is it worth it to U-turn? You battle, like, Gen 5th graphics. Oh, that's cool. I guess I could Roost here. There's no reason not to. But I could just U-turn. They're going to swap or stay in. Let's stay in. Would you body press me? I would body press me. I'm going to go to Azelf. I want my rocks up. And I want to be able to encore them into something weird. I just want rocks. Like, this is just for rocks. Yep, body press. There it is. So, should I show you guys the weird, questionable animation? When Corviknight gets body pressed? Have you guys seen that picture? Oh, man, it's funny. Alright, I'm just going to rocks. That's rad. I've heard of Pokemon MMO, I've just never really done it. Toad School. Alright, so they're in. Yo, we in. Oh, I didn't know that's what its shiny looked like. That's cool. I'm guessing this thing is sashed, right? Alolan Raichu be able to get in Starlight Valley? You can get a Alolan Raichu in this game. I have one. But I don't know if you can catch it. Alright, so I'm just gonna go with Psychic. I don't trust you, bro. You can put me to sleep. That's thick. Toxic. Bro, why are you so thick? Hello? What? Is this thing really that thick? Catch evolving game? I don't know. Why is it that thick, dude? Hello? It's like, bro, you good? Eevee, but dude, that's like 10%. Hello? Eevee, yeah, I get it, but like, that's no damage. That's like nada, nothing damage, poo-poo damage. Okay, they gotta swap out. Do we taunt this? I'm just gonna U-turn and go to Rotom. Oh, I got static, dude! Unlucky! I should've just hard swapped. Okay. You can cotton guard if you want. Yeah, it's fine. Gotta go fast, Flappy. Dude, they're out here with this Flappy, though. Dude, that's so thick, though, man. There's, get that big special attack boost. You show him, Flappy. Yeah, I've not missed a Hydro all day. God, this guy's harder than that last Uber team. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Toadscruel? Toadscruel round 2? He still has Terra. I respect it. Okay. Hey, I respect the Terra out here. Something's gonna be weird here, right? It's neutral. Yeah, I don't trust this guy, man. I'm just gonna go out to Azelf so I got Encore something if they do something weird. You could toxic me, but like, I'd rather not have that happen. Which there it is, yeah. All right, so actually I have a secret tech, which is why I wanted Rotom to position there. I can grass tear my Rotom to stop that, but don't tell him. Shh, don't tell him. Okay. We're just gonna let this die, and then we're just gonna bring out Typhlosion. Whoa, dude, acupressure, bro! Dude, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, bro. Dude, I'm proud of you. My Typhlosion is gonna pop this guy off, though, right? I bet he has, like, Water Terror or something cool. I'm excited. That was the wrong move, though. Yeah, the acupressure got too. You're too cute. You're too cute. You're trying to get too cute. Now you got the acupressure off, and you're like, yeah, I did it. And it's like, yeah, but like now you can't ever do anything, bro. Nice attack boost, by the way. So now even if they did it like a Water Tear or something, we're fine. And they shouldn't have any Mons left that can like really stop Typhlosion after rocks. They have Lycanroc, but like I'll fight you, bro. I'll fight you with my Typhlosion. Typhlosion versus Lycanroc, I think I could take it. Let's go. Oh, it's an Eviolite. Yeah, dude. Oh, this is gonna be free. Let's go. There are rumors Gen 10 or Gen X, whatever they're called, saying 24-25. They say return to Mega Evolution. Huh. I haven't heard anything about that. I don't follow up with like any sort of Pokemon drama or news. I kind of just like think of Mons that I like and use them accordingly, you know? Now, they can totally go like Water Tear, but they're stuck using Acupressure for like 3 turns. So, like, if they want to roll the dice, or they're just foddering here to rebring out Lycanroc, which I think after Rock's damage we can just take out, or we can just pivot to Corv. They're just staying in, bro. Done. Done. You're done. Easy. Goodbye. See, I told you, hey, that Pokemon wasn't no joke, though. Acupressure, Leech Seed, Toxic. I wonder what the last move was. Lycanroc. Do we one-shot this? Like, alright. Do we one-shot Lycanroc? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna one-shot it. Single target Fire Terra Eruption. Are they gonna go Rock Terra? I think if they go like Rock Terra, a Cell Rock will be really sad. Oh, dude, alright, it's gonna be the battle here. What if Terra, like, going Terra like that multiplied your defenses by like a 1.32. That'd be sick. Stone Edge, they're fat. They're scarfed. They are scarfed. And they hit us with that. I can't believe that they're scarfed. Can you? All right, so if they're scarfed, that means it's just Zenta. Yeah, Zenta's fine versus this. I don't really need to body press, but I'll go for 1 Iron Defense, and then when they go to Drift Bloom, I'll sub. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be scarfed. Orthworm, this is fine. Bruh. They still have that, what is that thing called? Drift Blim. I gotta watch out for the Drift Blim. I'm just gonna body press here. Didn't need to, you don't need to sub yet. I think holding on to your sub as long as possible to bait the Wisp is the right play. Getting this guy off the board is huge priority. Yeah, that's fine. They can't shed tail. You can coil all you want. Doesn't get you anything. Ultra Evolve only evolves the Mega Pokemon. That sounds like that's a weird mechanic. So you can totally go Drift Blim. It's fine with me. What if Orthworm could eat the rocks? Yo. That'd be sick. Drift Blim, right? So the thing is about this Drift Blim, it's going to have Unburden, right? But we don't know, like, how they're going to activate it. So this is where I'm going to use my, I wonder if they're going to be, I don't know how they're going to activate it, because they're just lefties. So they're not even going to have Unburden. I wonder what they do here then. It's probably Minimize, right? Wisp Minimize? So that means I should just try and get it off the board before then. Because it's going to minimize his turn, not Wisp. My least favorite. I didn't like... Oh, they actually have Strength Sap. Okay. Let's see. That's really bad. I don't care about Aftermath. Like, it probably does. But, like, this is going to get dicey now. What do I have to check this? If it's going to be minimizing. That's the thing. If it's going to be using minimize, how would I beat it? Taunt? I'm just going to swap in here. Yeah, I don't know what I should do in that situation. But yeah, I don't like Terra, or sorry, I don't like Dynamax. Dynamax is the worst, bro. Should be a 2-shot. Yep. Okay, I was like, you have to minimize eventually. No stockpiles for you. And we got it. The only Pokemon with neutrals and gas. Huh, there's gonna be more. Yeah, I do not miss Corsola, because, like, Corsola, I think, made the game so much harder than it needed to be. Like, it would just, like, brick team buildings. It's kind of like Porygon 2 does the same thing, you know? Similar to how, like, Amoonguss does for VGC. Like, so many more Pokemon would be viable if, like, Amoonguss wasn't in the game. Yeah, I could see Mutt getting it. Alright, so we just pivot out here. Or do we? Do we need to pivot? Like, Zenta still beats this. Yeah, I'm actually just going to stay in. You can beat this guy if you want. Absolutely fine. CC. Okay. Oh, we Holden out here. Holden? Rotom busted. Close combat's weak, bro. Easy. Easy, easy. What Pokemon do you not want to be added? Porygon 2. Porygon 2 is a little bit stupid, I think. Maybe like Dusclops line, just because like Dusclops and Porygon 2 are like Eviolite users make the game weird. I think this game's a great example of that. They make the game like weird. Clefairy's another one that I think like makes the game like it just like invalidates like other like fully evolved like good Pokemon. We'll take these wins. This is a cool team. I think it's a PU team. Very, very cool though. I enjoyed it. And yeah, our team still works.